ignore all my spider cracks that I didn't know those were there. I am currently attempting to compound the bottom of our boat right now. If you guys saw the most recent Wavy Boats video, you could see that our boat had a very orange bottom. Not yellow, but orange. So if you look here, I got a lot of it off. Took a time lapse for Instagram, but the entire bottom used to be that color. We got a lot of people telling me to fix that, and I thought that I had to acid wash the bottom. I did a little bit more research and it said that I could just compound it off. So I've been out here for quite a while now and I've been compounding this off. You can see exactly where I stopped compounding, that little area over there. The boat looks a lot better right now. We just hauled her out of the water because International Marine Service is going to come by and service her. They are a mobile mechanic. If you guys need any engine service or anything done with your boat, they are doing a BTL service for us. And then I also have a client's boat here, a whaler that we just sold with Blue Top Yachting. So they'll be servicing this one. This one has a Mercury on it. International Marine does Yamaha and Mercury and Suzuki. Whatever you guys need, they can do. I am just going to finish attempting to compound the bottom of this boat. If you guys have any tips and tricks, let me know. I think I'm going to wax the bottom after I'm done compounding because we keep our boat on a lift. I read that if you wax the bottom, it'll help the bottom to not get as orange or yellow again. So I'll start another time lapse for the YouTube video. This is what I'm using right now. I'm using a West Marine rubbing compound because we have very heavy oxidation. This one actually works really well. I just put it on the boat and then I start rubbing it in with this, and it doesn't take very long. It takes a couple swipes over. I have to go for a couple times, you know, sometimes put on a little bit more of the rubbing compound, but the boat looks a lot better than it did before on both sides. This side has a little bit heavier oxidation. I'm pretty sure because when the boat sits on a lift, this is the side that's facing the sun. So this side gets pretty fried. You can see it's a lot worse, especially towards the back where I couldn't get because of the bunks. It is very orange here. You can see exactly where I stopped compounding. This is our yacht armor, so the boat has plenty of shine to the hull sides. I'm attempting to fix the bottom. We'll see how much further I get. I think I'm going to go back on the port side and try and get some more of that orange off because the port side has way heavier oxidation. But I'll get a time lapse so you'll see everything. Transporting all of my stuff. I'm using my water bottle as my phone holder so that I can get a nice time lapse for you. We'll put it here. That's a good view. Went over here again for a second time. It looks a lot better than it did after the first round, so I might try and do it a third time over here and down here and up here because we have our yacht armor here. So if I did it over here, nothing would really happen because this is a protective yacht armor film. This looks a lot better. You can see this is where I did it the second time, and back there is where I only did it one time. I'll do up here again. It's looking a lot better. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think I'll put a layer of wax over it, but I'll get a second time lapse of me doing this back area. Wow, there is compound all over me. And we'll see how she looks after that. Take two. I'm trying another angle this time. I'm having trouble getting this part off. That's coming out a little bit better, but it's definitely more caked on in there than up front. Up front's starting to look really good over here. still shiny, but I have to get that off. I'm also thinking that I might wax the boat while she's already out of the water. I don't know, I'm debating. I'm definitely wanting to get the bottom done. I know for sure that the transom is very, very oxidized. So I think I'm going to move back there and see if I can get that at least a little bit off, because this is enough to the point where I'm happy with it. At least it won't show super oxidized in the videos, but I know that the back of our boat has a lot of oxidation. It is stained very orange back there, so I'll see if I can get a little bit of it off. This West Marine heavy cut compound, guys, it works. This is not sponsored. I ordered another one on Amazon. It probably came by now, but I totally forgot I had this one, and it works so well. You apply it a little bit on. I used, honestly, probably half the bottle, because I always do with wax and compound. I use a lot of it. It works so well. Our boat, if you've seen in the videos, it was so oxidized, visibly to the point that you could see it in the video. It's worse in person. I got so much of it off. If you're thinking about what kind of compound you want to get the West Marine one. I'll see if I can move on to the back, see how much progress we can get back there, and then she'll be freshly serviced and ready tomorrow. I'm sticking you on the trailer of our sold whaler. So this will be the view. Do you see how oxidized that is? I was on a sea trial actually for this one. We just sold it. I was on a sea trial with the new owners, and I saw my boat on the lift, and I was just staring. There's no way it's that oxidized, guys. It is that oxidized. Ignore all my spider cracks that I didn't know those were there. Look at this. It's so orange. We'll get that off. I'll try. I just did a ton of the transom of the boat. It is a lot less yellow than it used to be. It looks so much better. It is by no means perfect, but this is my first time compounding the bottom, or frankly any oxidation off of any boat. I would say she looks a lot better than before. I think I'm going to do this side again, and I'm honestly probably going to do the other side again too. It's still a little bit yellow, but it looks so much better than before. I am extremely happy with how it turned out. I think I'm going to wax the bottom, or at least what I can get of the bottom, the parts that I compounded. And then I think I'm going to come back here and wax whatever I compounded over here, because I have never compounded here and I've never waxed there either, and I think that's why it got so extremely orange. We'll see what we can do, but I want to do everything in my power to avoid frying the bottom of the boat again. I did some research, and it said that because our boat sits on a lift, the bottom is basically getting fried by the reflection of the water, and that's what's turning it so orange. Our yacht armor has helped a lot on the port side of the hull, because this is the side that stays on the water. But ever since we got yacht armor, this side stays so shiny and we don't have to wax it, which is super convenient. But we can't yacht armor the bottom, or technically any part that is going to be in the water running. We already did yacht armor down to the water line, which technically we're not supposed to, but I had them do it anyway because our boat does stay on a lift. We'll see. I'm going to do a little bit more research, see what I can do in my power to stop the bottom from getting so dang oxidized. Maybe I can just, every time I pull it out of the water, do a little compound wax. Overall, I'm extremely happy with how this turned out. Very happy with the products that I used too. This is my little rotary for waxing. I use this one all the time. My dad got it for me, so I use this all the time to wax the boat. I figured I would just use the same thing for compounding. So this is a fleece pad, and then my little rotary, and then I'm using the West Marine rubbing compound. I also use West Marine wax sometimes. I'm honestly not picky, whatever we have, but I found this in the garage. Here's how BTL looks. She will be getting a full engine service tomorrow. I think I'm also going to have them redo the bilge pump, because our automatic bilge pump doesn't work, only our manual does. And then I think that's it. I also have to have them do this because for some reason this won't go in. I don't know if it's corroded or what, but it is stuck in that position and I can't have it go anywhere else. It doesn't move at all. So I'll have them look at that. As all of you guys do know, we tend to break the boat a lot. International Marine tends to come through and fix it a lot. So we are super grateful for them. We're grateful for Yacht Armor, for Whole Marine Products, every single sponsor that has been so abundantly helpful in decking out our boat. We have speakers. We're hoping to get Wet Sounds. I'm meeting with them at the Miami Boat Show. I will keep you all posted on that. But if you guys have any speaker connects, let us know because we have 8 speakers in here, 2 amps. We blew all the amps and all the speakers, so we are currently speakerless. I think one of them works sometimes. We're looking to get her decked down in speakers again. We will see, and then I also might wax her. She still has a lot of shine. You can see up there, that's where I wax her a lot. I just replaced our American flag. That's a brand new American flag I just put on there, so she's ready to go when we hit the water. Round 2, I just got all of our waxing stuff out, so I'm using the same rotary. Then I have a new fleece pad, that way I don't have compound on it, so this one will just be for wax. And then I have my West Marine wax, same towel that I used for compound because I couldn't find another one, and my water bottle to hold up my phone. Look at that. This is after I just did a light wax layer. I went around, you can see in the time lapse, I waxed the bottom of the hull after I compounded it. Looks pretty good to me. It's still a little bit yellow, but I did what I could. I'm very happy with it. Now I'm thinking, now that the boat's out of the water, I can go around and wax these. I think I'll go around and give her a really nice wax because when she's on the lift, I can't really wax back here because it's so hard with that buffer. I'll wax the engine a little bit, the cowling. She'll look really nice. We love you and Jesus loves you, and we'll see you next time.